Hello, beautiful people. Your girl Charlene is back at you again. And tonight, all for the last couple of weeks we've been talking about the love month, which is this month here. And we also included Black History. It's included in this month also. So we're going to be looking at some of the history and some of our history in a couple of the other videos that I'll do. But right now we're going to get into this lesson, and this is the lesson of Solomon that we're going to get into. One moment. Justin. Oh. That we're going to be getting into. And this is the book of Solomon. Excuse me. So, about that. So, we're going to be getting in the book of Solomon. And in this chapter, we're going to see or hear how Solomon, the words that he had to say to his bride, and there were some beautiful expressions from him, and they were just magical, not just magical, wonderful words. So let's get to it. The Song of Songs, which is Solomon's. Let him kiss me with the kisses of his mouth, for thy love is better than wine. So the bride here is describing the love that Solomon has. And she's talking about how his love is better than wine. And in this chapter, we can hear that she knew just what to say also, because these were two people that are in love, and they love spending time with each other, doing things together, and so of course they're going to communicate, and you can hear how much they loved each other in their words, with the words that they say. Because of thy savor, because of the savor of thy good ointment, thy name is as the ointment poured forth. Therefore do the virgins love thee. When we think of savor, we're thinking about food, something good to eat, very well flavored, spices, seasoning, everything is in there, and it tastes delightful. So this bride is speaking about Solomon and who, and how he is to her, because of thy savor of thy good, because of the savor of thy good ointment, thy name is as ointment poured forth. Beautiful name. She's talking about his name, and how his name is so there's some exquisiteness to his name. His name means something, and she's talking about her groom, and how his name is so important, and how when the ladies think of his name, how they just fall out, because they just so enthralled and adores this Solomon. And the ointment poured forth, therefore do the virgins love thee. So he doesn't just have the attention of his bride. He has his attention. He has. There are other virgins that are enthralled with him also. We see. So, the one that he's choosing as his wife is to him is the pick of the litter. It's the pick of the litter. So these other ladies really can't hold a candle to the wife that he's the bride that he's chosen. Draw me, draw me, draw me, come forth. We will run after thee. The King hath brought me into his chamber. We will be glad and rejoice in thee. We will remember thy love more than wine. The upright love thee. The upright. The upright. Those are the saved people. The upright love him. So Solomon is a very good man. He's a good man here. And the upright love him. But before that, let's go on to where the lady is really so, she's so enchanted by him that she's talking about how we will run after thee. He said, draw me, we will run after thee. The King has brought me into his chamber. So the King, Solomon, has brought her into his chamber, which is in the palace. There's an area in the palace which is called the chamber. And in there, there's no one but Solomon and her. And we will be glad and rejoice in thee. We will remember thy love more than wine. The upright love thee. And you can almost hear in here that sounds like something like serving the Lord, and how we should serve him, and when we should be excited to come in his, so excited to come in his presence and serve him and be in his presence. And so let's go a little further here. I am black. Solomon is speaking here. I am black. My melanin is dark. His melanin is dark. But comely, O ye daughters of Jerusalem, as that the tent of Kedar, as the curtains of Solomon. So Solomon is saying that my complexion is of a darker tone, but yet, how many know that God said he fearfully and wonderfully made all of us? He gave us the color of our skin. He gave us the hair we want. He gave us everything that because he said he fearfully and wonderfully made every one of his. So be excited for who God made you to be. Thank God for your dark complexion. Thank God for your light complexion. Thank God for whatever he has done in your life. And so, but we hear him where he's says, draw me near. We will run. Hold on. I am black, but comely. See, comely, but handsome. But handsome. I am dark skinned, baby. I am dark. I am dark and lovely. Tall, dark, and handsome. Okay? That's what he said. Excuse me. And ye daughters of Jerusalem, as the tents of Kedar, as in the curtains of Solomon. Look not upon me, because I am black, because the sun has looked upon me. His son has looked upon me. My mother's children were angry with me. They made me the keeper of the vineyards, but my own vineyards have I not kept. his complexion. They were angry with him. But yet they made him keeper of the vineyards, and he have things that he's been trying to do, but he have not had time to do it because he's been keeping the vineyards. So tell me, O thou whom my soul loveth, where thou feedest, where thou makest thy flock to rest at noon. For why should I be as one that turneth aside by the flocks of thy companion? See, this is the bride speaking. She's want to know what's going on in his life. What do you do? What is it that you do all day? If thou knowest not, O thou fairest among women, go thy way forth by the footsteps of the flock, and feed the kids beside the shepherd's tent. See, he's giving her something to do. Why she's so enthralled by him and adores him, so she wants something to do, just to be close to him, just to be near him. It just would bless her. That would just bless her. So he's giving her, telling her, go feed the kids. Go give feed the kids beside the shepherd's tent. I have compared thee, O my love, to the company of horses in Pharaoh's chariot. Okay, so see this and let me complete that. In Pharaoh's chariots. So this bride is still just constantly saying good and wonderful and pleasant things about Solomon, and she just can't believe that this groom is her. This groom is hers, and she knows exactly what to say and how to say it, and he looked like to me he enjoying every bit of it. Thy cheeks are comely, with rows of jewels, thy necks with chains of gold. We will make thee borders of gold with studs of silver. While the king sitteth at his table, my spikenard sendeth forth the smell thereof. Oh, I love this wonderful chapter of Solomon. And it is just blessing me so that to just read it and hear how the wonderful words are being spoken about each other. Each other. And here, he's you hear him talking about the cheeks are comely with rows of jewels, the necks with the chains of gold. We will make the borders of gold with studs of silver. While the king sat at his table, go to the next chapter. My spikenard sendeth forth the smell thereof. So, and this is just a beautiful chapter, and it has come now for this lesson. It is over at this time, but it's not completely over because we've got a few more chapters that we have to do in here. And tonight is today is February 12th, and we know that this month is a love month, and it's also the month of Black History. And so tonight we're going to speak on our next lesson. So tonight we must end this lesson here. But until then, until we meet again, so everyone, make sure you subscribe. Press that subscribe button. After that, hit like, then comment. Then after that, comment. And then, until then, wherever you are in the world, day or night, have a good and blessed and wonderful night. Bye now.